a lot of people, I was in, for y'all that tuned in today that was wondering where I was yesterday, and thanks to Lola and Monica for holding down the show on our Women Breaking Barriers special yesterday. I was in court yesterday, traffic court. Not the other court, but traffic court. Wasn't in OJ court. I wasn't in OJ court. I was in traffic court yesterday.
We went OJ court.
And I'll tell you something, Lisa Ray. This is
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
You see how I caught that the tail end of it, because I definitely want to call you Lisa, but I was like, no, she gonna have my highness for that, and I can't have you doing that.
You gotta make sure you say Lisa Ray.
I gotta make sure I say Lisa Ray. The first time I met Lisa Ray, she told me, she said, "Now my name ain't Lisa. It ain't Ray. It's Lisa Ray." I was like, I'm aware of that.
Let me explain that real quick too, because a lot of people do that to me. They want to cut it short. Maybe it's because they feel real familiar, but they need to know that really my first name is Lisa Ray. I'm named after my father. My father's name was David Ray McCoy. So I'm a daddy's girl, and my father's deceased now. So really when I started and I didn't like Lisa Ray because it sounds so country. When I was little, Lisa Ray, and it was like, oh, yeah. I didn't like it. But when my father passed, about maybe 5 years before he passed, I started modeling, and I had on my license plate Lil Ray. And I liked that, right? But then, as the time progressed, I said, you know what? I am who I am. You know what I mean? It's like I can't be embarrassed about that. So then I started go ahead and letting people call me Lisa Ray. But now since he's deceased, the Ray is even that much more powerful and important to me. So it almost becomes a disrespect when people say Lisa. It's almost like when you say, have a person's name Joanne. You wouldn't say, what's up, Joe?
Right.
You might, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
you might.
Yeah.
But I like Lisa Ray, you know what I mean? And it's my full name. It represents who I am, where I come from. So, that's what that is really about. It ain't really no stage name. It ain't really no, attitude behind it or whatever. Although, I give people 3 chances, to get it right. And after that, I'll be ready to cut.
Wow.
Well, you ain't going to have to worry about cutting me because I got it right.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I have to wait till I see you.
But this is what I was going to say earlier, because we're going to talk about so much stuff today. And, I mean, this is going to be another fantastic and special show because you're so one of the things I got to say about you is when I asked you the first time I asked you how you was doing, you said radiant. And that's always stuck with me all these years. Like, yeah, you exemplify radiance because, no matter what's going on in your life, and we all know you're human just like everybody else, so you have trials and tribulations, but you remain positive and optimistic and always smiling. That radiant smile is what I think is contagious in folks. And so when you come on today and you bubbly, and we don't know what's going on in your life. Your whole household could be curveball. But the fact that you came with that radiance and lit up the room, and you're not even here with us. I don't know where you at. You could be on an island by yourself somewhere. But
honey,
that's
I'm really done with the islands right about now. You know what I'm
ain't no more islands for me. You ain't got to tell me Gilligan to more than one.
The Bahamas right now. I ain't going.
Hilarious. And so I remember I was saying, I was in court yesterday, and this lady was looking like just mean, and the police officer said, now, I know you can do better than that. And she was like, what you talking about? He said, I know you got a different look on your face than what you're looking like now. Like, I know there's a smile in there somewhere. And as soon as she smiled, everybody in the room, it just lit up the room. And he was like, look at the effect you had. And so that's what I say about you, is you always have a positive and radiant effect on the people that you encounter. And so I just want to say to you right now before we get into all the show, don't ever stop being Lisa Ray, because God made you uniquely special, and you have a unique assignment, and a lot of that deals with you being radiant and pushing past your own struggles and your own turbulence to make sure that others feel special about themselves. And that's one of the things I really, really love about you. And I just want to say that right now.
I just appreciate that so much, because those are the words of encouragement that everyone should hear from any type of associate, friend, relationship that they have, because you never know how far a word of encouragement may take a person, and that's for real. That is what I feel about my fans, because they don't have to like me, they don't have to support me, they don't have to come and talk to me, or even want to meet me. But that energy in which I get from them, that I in turn give back to them, is something they walk away with saying, you know what, I never thought I would meet her, but since I did, she's so cool. I like that, because that makes me feel good. On the earth. But man, I go to Burger King and the girl's going, hello, may I help you?
Right.
You want to walk what you want. I'm like, you know what, sweetie, I don't want anything.
That is hilarious that you say that, because I was just telling somebody last night, I'm sitting in court, and I'm an observer. I just like to watch folks. I'm a people watcher, so I'm watching folks. I'm listening to, the judge. He ain't really trying to be discreet about nobody's case, so he's talking very loud about everything. This young lady, putting it all in the street. And this young lady, she had to be about, if not 19, early 20s, 20, 21. But she's brought up on charges of selling and using marijuana, and her mother was there with her, and she just had this whole nonchalant, like, okay, well, this another time. And one of the police officers said, she had a whole list of charges. I can't even name them all. I can't even remember them all. And I'm looking at her like, wow, sweetie, do you know how special you are? And you about to throw away your life right now over a minor high. And you hanging out with folk that don't care about you. She had some little dude. And this how you know. It's a dude that when I left to go home, they all got in the car together. He got in the car with her and her mom. But he in the court, too, was brought up on charges. So I'm saying to myself, sweetie, look at who you hanging out with. Yes. If all y'all in the court system, who are you? Who do you have that's going to get you off the road that you on right now, so that you can become who God intended for you to become? So, it's just, I commend you first and foremost. And if you was trying to be with the Joneses, I never saw that in you. I never saw you as a Joneses kind of person, because you've always stood out.
I'm going to tell you what it was. I've always been a very opinionated person, and I've always been a standalone spirit. But however, when you're trying to get in the game, you kind of walk a little softer, but you always go head high, because you're trying to hide behind what you have to kind of slide you through until you learn what it is you need to get and then play the game. That's where I was with it. It was like, okay, I'm the new kid on the block. I'm the first one that, I've come into Hollywood now, so I got to get in where I can fit in, because I'm trying to be with the Nia Longs and the Vivica Foxes and all those people. So it's like, okay, I'm new. So I want to be embraced. I want to be liked. How do I do that? I got to get in, And I never, when you see me at a club or a party or whatever, hosting something, I don't hang with a bunch of people. I'll meet you there, girl, because when I get ready to leave, I want to leave when I want to leave. But I've always been a mother, so I've always been a no-nonsense person, you know what I'm saying? I've always been about my hustle and my grind, because I ain't have time to be messing around and stuff. I don't want you to waste my time. So I've always been grown. So that's what you've seen in me, grown. But I did want to fit in, because I wanted to be a part of the Hollywood crowd. Because, my goodness, hey, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Hollywood actress. Now, I don't give a about that. You know what's important? My friends and my family. My family is important.